right now. And I don't know about you, but when I flip through, and I don't very much, but the news, it seems like regardless of what station you watch, there's a couple of things. One, everything is horrible. Two, the other people who think differently than that station are horrible and they're doing it all wrong. And it really doesn't matter what side of the equation you land on. It's like negative, negative, negative. Can I tell you about something I heard just this past week? Do you know that as much as atrocious stuff is happening because of COVID-19, this pandemic that the world is facing, do you know that God is actually at work? I was on a Zoom call with some of the leaders of Convoy of Hope last week. And Hal Donaldson is the president of Convoy of Hope, and he shared a testimony on the call. And I would just love to invite you just to hear that God is moving in the midst of tragedy. In Spain right now, the sex trafficking industry has come to a screeching halt because the ports are closed. And so there are sex traffickers who have released dozens and dozens of women and children and just put them out on the street because they decided that they were too expensive to feed, but they released them from sex trafficking. And Convoy of Hope was positioned to provide housing and food for these women and children. In fact, right now, Convoy of Hope is ministering to them in Spain. And even though the COVID-19 pandemic is horrible, in the middle of that, we are seeing people liberated from sex trafficking. And the body of Christ being able to step into that moment and provide food and housing for these people. You know, if you have ever been generous to the chapel, if you have ever financially supported the chapel, you're a part of that testimony.